entertain offers from the highest quality of Freeblade. This warrant is of the utmost importance to me personally and could also have significance for the entire kingdom. So what have you done that qualifies you as worthy of this warrant? Tell me all about your adventures in Phalon. I'm Loremaster Matt.
And I'm Phalon Jon.
And welcome back to the Sleeping Grush podcast, your source for information from every corner of the world of Phalon. We are brought to you today by Cardboard Corner Cafe, where we are now sitting, not just two of us, not just three of us, but four of us.
In the main game room, too.
We are. We're not in our normal room. We were in there earlier doing our normal thing, but it's a little later in the day now. And we are here. All of us but one has purchased some lovely drinks from Cardboard Corner Cafe.
Oh, wow.
Because it's a fantastic place to get a drink, grab some waffles, play a game. Kansas City's premier gaming cafe. If you ever find yourself in Kansas City, 2 locations, Overland Park, Lenexa. Visit Cardboard Corner Cafe.
We got with us Matt.
Well, nobody important.
That was well established.
Actually, we have a couple of people that we want to properly introduce, right? Before we get to our guest, who is esteemed, by the way. He is important. But producer Jager has received something of a commendation and a promotion to chief.
Oh, is it though? Really?
I was trying to be nice about it, John, but I mean, if you really want to talk about it,
Yeah.
no. So he's now DGS Games Chief Information Officer.
Yes, he's a member of the company. Mr. Jager's now Chief Jager?
No, I'm still going to call him producer. As long as he's on the show, it's producer.
Jager? I don't know.
Well, do you wear a badge?
He's unable to participate in the voice-actuated system of our significantly technologically advanced podcast, which is fun because he can't say shit, so he can just, fuck it.
he can throw fingers out.
That's what, which he's been doing since we started.
He's miming a lot.
Yes, but thank God he's on board. He's bringing a lot of capability, and we're really, really glad to have him.
We absolutely are.
Well, you decide, dear listener, whether it's a promotion, but we're certainly happy to have him on the team.
We are. And with us tonight, as our guest of honor, is the wonderful, esteemed Aaron Newell.
Aaron Newell.
Who
Hi, guys.
is our studio painter for DGS Games. And he's here chilling with us. Brought in some amazing figures that he just painted that we're going to talk a little bit about a bit later. And he's going to answer some questions. We hope he'd better answer some questions.
Yeah, they're good questions.
Thank you. I appreciate
Thanks for having me.
Start with
guys.
one. What's the first one? Oh, we're not going to get to that. We have other things
we
to do.
got a couple things to do. He's going to have to be quiet for a couple more minutes.
Oh, no. You don't have to be. You can jump in on this part.
Okay.
Matt,
John?
tell us all about the table on which you paint.
Well, it's fake wood. I got it from IKEA.
It's like predictable, right?
Right.
I sailed that sample in there. Right? Yeah.
So those of you who've been listening for a while know I'm in the middle of quite a bit of projects, as I always am, because I have painter ADHD to go along with my normal ADHD, and it mixes rather volatilely. So right now on my table, this last weekend, I was working on a couple of things, and I was getting bored, as I often do, and needed to put it down. So I grabbed this obelisk that I had bought at ReaperCon, and I painted it up all very mossy and soggy for an upcoming project that we're going to have come the spring. So this is part of that little tease that we did last week on the Phalon Friday. Aaron's looking at me like, what project? I don't know anything about this.
You told me a little bit about it.
Good. Yeah, because you're going to be painting a lot of stuff for it.
That's why you told me about it.
Anyway, you'll see it on Phalon Friday, and it is part of the Phalon Friday tease that I made last week about some of our projects that are going to start coming to light as we go through the winter months and come out on the other side into this really awesome year-long theme that we are going to have. So that is what's on my desk. That is one of a number of things on my desk, but it is
Lead project.
it is the lead project at the moment. Yeah. So, all right. So for our spike and win, John, you had an amazing game last week against our CFO.
There's all kinds of chiefs in DGS, and no
No workers.
No.
That's why I shy away from those things.
Matt, he's not chief. So yes, the CEO and the CFO of DGS played a game last week. Yeah, Julie and I played a game. She is when she first started playing, and for a while, she was quite a scary player.
She's very scary.
Built the Eclipse. That's her faction. And particularly, strangely and particularly when she's had a couple beers.
Yeah, so we do have levels of Julie playing, and like one beer Julie is a
Somewhat
ferocious
dangerous.
opponent. Well, to a person like me, very dangerous.
Yeah.
But like to not so much to John maybe. But at two beer Julie is a ferocious
Scary.
opponent.
I've seen Tiki drink Julie, and she's fun.
Okay, let's stay away from that.
Yeah.
Important safety tip, Egon. Ooh, I shiver at the thought of her with a tiki drink. So, but she has been playing for a long time. She's just been busy. We played some board games and some other things, but she has not been playing Free Blades and really wanted to get, jump back in. She hasn't been able to paint. She had a couple, like Brian, a couple friends paint some models for her to kind of keep her free paint current. And I said, are we teaching? Are we watching? No, just throw the book at me this week. We'll talk about the rest after. I said, sure. And that's kind of what happened. It was really not, well, of course it was fair. I mean, she knows what she was getting into. I've been playing Haradell lately, same list. It's tweaked. I know what I'm doing with it, but opening my eyes. So, and she was doing what I call euphemistically making table art. There's just some pretty models you're moving around. No one knows what they're doing, So, and she knew that. We knew that. First of all, she had no beers or tiki drinks now.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just sort trying to get back in the zone, got some models. It didn't even come on the list.
Right.
Threw some models together. But so the outcome was favorable for her. That's not the point. The point is, she said, then what I really want to do is I want to get back in and get back to where the level I was playing. And so this week, after this podcast event, she's going to come down and we are going to walk the dog. We're going to build her a list that suits her play style,
right?
Not just whatever models she grabbed out of the box until it got to 275. And then talk about what we're going to do with those. And it's similar to the subject we talked about before. People have a tendency to just make lists in a vacuum.
Right.
What do these guys do on a flat table with no terrain and no scenario? My big, scary, fast thing with a lance charges. These guys play dance around. But when you're faced with a real situation, which means I've got a scenario with objectives and I've got terrain, all that starts to break down, and I don't know what I'm doing with these folks. So we're going to, what we're going to follow is that article where I helped Scott that one convention. Mm-hmm. And I made an article out of it and posted on Discord.
Right.
Okay, you're playing X scenario. What is everybody doing in this situation? And why do you put a model here? It's you roll a die, you're higher, you get to deploy something. You're putting your first model down. Why is that model going down?
Right.
And when you're done with your 10, 12 models, why are they in that sequence? So we're going to start that tonight. That's the good part.
That is awesome.
The game was just us having fun and moving.
Sure.
If I remember correctly, last week she was on her phone putting her list together right before you guys were.
She had me help her put it together.
Yeah.
I was just helping her get to 275. I don't know what she, I would think, and I'm going to ask her this tonight. What do you want? Do you want to avoid agent leader? Right? Because we just had a nemesis.
Sure.
So we're nemesis out there. We didn't give the Secret Sisters their veteran upgrades. If it were me, I'd want 4 blade dances if I could get them. Mm-hmm. And that's what I don't want to do is have my opinion kind of fit that. It needs to be what her play style is. Because I'd have 2 prowls and 4 blade dancers.
Right.
Fast as can be. Can't get through me. Oh, we got a big scary night. Well, I'm over here. So it was a great game, but I'm more looking forward to what we're going to do starting now and really get it.
Right.
And then she can go have 2 beers and scare the bejesus out of you people.
Right. That's probably where I'm at right now playing Free Blades too. It's been a bit since I played.
Let's get back into it.
Yeah, I know.
I need to start coming regularly.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Sweet.
That's my fucking win.
That's a great spike and win. I'm looking forward to getting Julie back into the fold, and really looking forward to getting Aaron back in the fold too. So that'd be awesome.
Fold me.
On that note,
On that.
And there goes our G rating.
that's right, yeah. No longer safe for work.
All right, so we asked Aaron to come in tonight for a couple of reasons. The first reason, we need our figures for our Black Friday release, right?
Yes.
Aaron's painting them, so we had them bring them in. Julie just came in. We were just talking about you, Julie. So good evening. So we asked Aaron in, and he brought some lovely painted figures with him. But while he was doing that, one of the things that we wanted to do was set him down and kind of pick his brain about painting as a whole and his work for DGS and what motivates him, and really, I think the crux of it, some advice that he would give to people that are painting at the end of the day. So. But before we do all of those things, Aaron, why don't you tell us a little bit about your history in gaming and how you got involved specifically with Phelan?
Well, back when Aaron was a kid, this is when I talk about myself in
Absolutely, third person,
right?
Yeah.
What? Tell me how old you were when you first played like a game that we talk about when we say games.
Yep.
Not Monopoly or Parcheesi, but what?
First game I played was Dungeons and Dragons. I was in fourth grade, approximately.
Fourth grade.
Yeah. So that was what?
COVID?
10, 11? Yeah, COVID. Yeah, sure. Right. Back in the early 80s, playing D&D.
Grade.
Actually, yeah, fourth grade. Third or fourth grade. Something like that. It was the red box D&D with those crappy little dice that would fall apart on you.
Oh, it gets rounded edges?
Yeah, rounded edges. And you would have to use the crayon to mark the numbers and everything. Oh yeah,
That was like the fourth edition I played.
Right.
I know.
Right. You have the original.
Yeah. That was advanced stuff for us.
Yeah.
Oh, there comes a dice.
Yeah.
I mean, on the scale
Fancy.
of gray, there's an extensive lead that John has over Aaron.
Well, it's just a little bit. And a part of playing Dungeons and Dragons, I also started painting my first miniatures.
Characters for the game.
Characters for the game. I believe I bought a Ral Partha Hobbit set as like the first Hobbit or Halfling set as my first lead-based miniatures, which is probably the problems that I'm having today. All the lead-based miniatures.
I'd say that there's a lot of other problems. In
Yeah,
play.
well, maybe. So that was my start. For playing Freeblades, actually, my brother got me into the game. I wanted to hang out with him a little bit more.
That's right.
Yeah. And he said he was coming up on Tuesday nights to play Freeblades.
We don't see him either. We need to get.
I need to get the Danny's back.
really need to get you one of these two in.
The Danny's need to get back.
Join us.
So well, since I've seen either one of them.
But yeah, I was like, yeah, let's play. It's cool. So then that's kind of how I started playing Freeblades. So,
Awesome.
and the rest is history-ish.
It's absolutely history.
Yeah.
So when did you make the move from painting for yourself to painting professionally?
This was a good question because you guys are the reason why I'm painting professionally.
Oh, nice.
So I got serious painting from a competition standpoint. Early, it was actually late 90s, early 2000s.
You are, in fact, my favorite silver medalist.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you.
We'll tell the story that's
Just
on
has
the
to-
channel.
Yeah.
With imagery.
This
Yeah.
Jeff understands that silver medal story.
Jeff Wing.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Everybody else needs to know.
Yeah. So please share.
We'll have Rob Baker and John Cox tell it.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. But anyways, so I started out painting professionally. It really improved, and competing and seeing all the other miniature painters and learning techniques through them. I didn't start painting professionally to get paid to paint for a company until
Us.
you guys.
Well, let me ask you this. This is with some I come up with all surprise questions, right?
Yeah.
That's me, lightning round.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, Matt's got kind of the ones we want to make sure we cover, but the ones that kind of occur to us, color analyst.
Yeah, please do. Yeah.
So of the you were painting for competitions,
Yes.
right? So you're trying to do really well and make it look as good as you possibly could. Of all the competitions you painted What's your favorite piece?
What's my favorite piece?
And if you think of it
Another-
later, it's fine. What's that?
Yeah, great question. I painted back when the Gladiator came out. They did a 54 millimeter version of General Maximus, whatever his name is. At the battle scene when he first started, when Gladiator started, there was the
Yeah, yeah.
fight against the
Is he on a
German.
horse?
He's not on a horse. He's standing there with his sword in hand, just like at attention, looking over the battlefield.
Like Gladius.
Gladius, that's it. So that was probably my favorite
54 millimeters?
54 millimeter fig. I'll bring it out. on
Yeah.
my
I don't
case
remember
to show you
seeing
guys.
that.
And that was my first.
Well,
gold
if I
medal.
take a photograph and show it to
We need
your listeners,
Okay.
we will get it to you.
That was my first gold medal. So historical miniature
First.
painting competitions.
First gold medal.
That was my first gold medal.
So you got more than one.
Yes. Yeah, I'll get pictures.
This needs
of that.
this reminds me to before you leave. I need a picture of you to
Yes.
Yeah,
plaster
yeah, yeah.
your mug all over
Okay.
Yep.
our marketing stuff. So,
We'll Photoshop in the gold medals.
Okay, great. Let me do some color correction.
Yeah, I'll do that. That much I know how to do. In fact, those look silver
And
now.
I will Photoshop the heck out of it.
oh man. So let's switch over a little bit to Phelan, Aaron.
Mhm.
What's your favorite faction to paint?
Oh.
Well, I have two favorite factions. You might know.
To
one of
paint
them.
or play? This is to paint.
Oh, to paint.
Paint first. If there's differences.
There isn't for for both. I love to paint both of them.
Okay.
And play.
All right, let's go then.
Paradellen. That was my first love.
You're definitely
I sponsored several of the models.
yes,
did?
you did.
that you guys are playing currently. One might be on a horse. I don't know. And one might be an alternate caster. But love
I have both those models in the force that I play now.
and the defender. The
Sort of Viginar.
Vidnar also.
You did.
I
I don't have that in my crew.
Yeah.
She doesn't have two
It's
attacks.
the sort of Viginar.
Oh,
is one
yeah,
of
you
my
have to have
favorite
two
models.
attacks. I know your list. I know that list. Yeah. So that's the first one, and the Candor.
Yeah.
I love the undead. So
Oh, and his are pretty. Maybe post that picture in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
I love the
you know,
color
it's
scheme of his
funny that
Candor.
you mentioned
Purple,
that
green.
because I just
So Marty,
last week
dead monograph.
had gone through all of my photographs to find the army photograph of his Candoran to put in one of our new products.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
And then I ended up having to cut it because we had to add some more information and I had to lose a photo and I had to take his out. It was the only photo we had in there of actual models,
put it
right?
back up.
The rest
and
were-
image size limitations. I get
right.
it.
But we'll we'll
Cutting room floor.
Yeah, right.
we'll put it
those
back when we post this
Yeah.
because it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to show. is-
Okay, so Candor and Haradel, both your favorite to play, and yeah, that makes
And paint,
sense. Yeah,
yeah.
and paint. Right,
Yeah.
right.
And yours are gorgeous. So we definitely are going to need some pictures of those.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's flip over a little bit to your methods and motivations and things like that.
Okay.
So a lot of people I know have trouble just getting going on painting. For a lot of folks, not John because he's got this amazing system that he just cracks.
Was it mine? I didn't
No,
invent
you're
it.
right. It's not yours.
I'm
You
just
didn't
a
invent it.
beneficiary of someone else's idea that's just
Oh.
killing it for me.
But like, there are
Hobby Street.
Hobby Street.
Hobby Street.
Yeah. There are a lot of people who are like, I don't even know how to start or get in the mindset. So when you are about to paint or you need to paint or whatever, how do you prepare yourself for that?
You are wearing pants.
You're right.
Okay.
Yes.
Just wanna make
Always
sure.
wearing pants while I paint.
Okay.
Yes. Thanks for
Safety,
checking.
safety third.
Mhm, yes. Well, from
I know that. That's why.
what is going on right now? From a creative standpoint, it can be hard to get going, to get the inspiration, to get out there, to start laying paint to a miniature. It is a tough thing, especially when you don't have the motivation externally of like a hobby streak or something like that. My motivation recently has been painting for DGS because you guys need them by this certain date, and that's been the motivation to get painting. But from a personal standpoint, it's been a little tough. You kind of get in the up and downs of most creative things. Maybe it's getting inspiration from what other people are doing out there. Some really great painters on Discord. The stuff that you guys are doing and posting, it inspires me. It's really great. You guys are doing awesome. Keep at it. Um, Seeing what other professional painters are doing, it's not something that I'm ever going to get attained. There's always somebody out there who's better, does some amazing things. So that gives me inspiration to always try to improve. And it's also the personal motivation to create something beautiful. So from a creative standpoint, um, that's a huge motivation factor for me. I get a lot of pleasure just looking at the miniature once I'm done, once I finally feel that it's at a good finished point.
Yeah.
So it's just that.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of things.
I want to follow up on this because
Yeah.
I know that in my time of painting, right, I have a lot of trouble getting started, right? I've got a ton of these projects all over my desk. I've got a ton of projects
I don't think there's a miniature painter out there who
Other-
doesn't have a
right.
ton of other.
other places, around the house. My wife keeps telling me, she's like, there's not a room in this house that you haven't taken over with your stuff, right? And she's right, right? It's everywhere.
Yeah.
So you get this motivation and you go, how do you personally choose your paint colors? Not just the color that you use, but like the company of paint that you're gonna use. What are your criteria? Is it something?
Shameless plug for Pro Acro coming.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes. Well,
right?
you know this. Yeah.
If
Well,
that's
I'll
what
tell you
you
the
use,
reason
but
why.
Yeah, and dude, that's what I want to know, because
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to say no, you need to go use these paints, but I do want to say this is how I choose and this is why I use this.
Okay. Well, first off, how do I choose the coloration for painting a miniature? I'm gonna give you a cop-out answer. I have a degree in fine art. I took a lot of color theory classes. I don't really need color wheels and or the suggestions. There's like a box going around of like color combinations.
I've seen it.
Yeah. It really great resource for people who may have not been
Like me.
had the training in color theory and all that fun stuff. Use that stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
It's organic for you right now, right? You see a color combination doesn't go together.
Yeah, right.
You
I know, right.
A little,
What if you add
extend
this? There's a reason behind.
Yeah.
Add this color into it.
it. Yeah.
It
He
was
has to drink.
Right. Yeah, you got to drink.
Yeah. So that's the first part of it. Now, there may be times I go out there. There are a lot of resources on web for color combinations that work well.
Sure.
I get inspiration there. I watch a movie. Wes Anderson is a really good source for color combination.
Mhm.
His movies are usually themed around a color combination, and
Right.
you see it all the way through the movie.
Right.
I am a huge geek
I was
for Wes
8
Anderson.
years old when I learned that. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna take the rest of the night off.
the movie Aliens,
Yeah.
color combination right
Yep.
there. I mean, there's a theme throughout all
Sure.
this. It's what you're seeing on a day-to-day basis that kind of helps form that. So it's just opening your mind to those other possibilities out there in other forms than just artwork.
I want to riff off that question.
Sure.
All right, let's say so. I'm painting one of two things right now. I paint a lot of historicals, so I don't have to be concerned with what the colors are going to be.
Right.
I have to be concerned with the manufacturer of the paint and the shade.
Yeah.
But if it's a British soldier, at Waterloo, it's a red jacket.
Yeah.
I'm not making it up on my own, right? Or it's Free Blades models, which have, generally speaking, an established kind of color palette based on the faction they are. But if you were, let's just pick something, like you were going to make a Stargrave crew, like a model agnostic or a cast for 7TV,
Yeah.
where there wasn't a established color palette, and you were looking at you like the models, they all hung together, they fit the stat lines of the game, and they were primed and ready to go. You said, I'm going to. Where's the inspiration for the palette coming for that? Where you don't have any particular
other
basis you have to
external
go to.
sources.
Yeah,
And when I paint my own Free Blades
you do your own thing.
free bands, I do my own thing.
Okay,
Right?
so all right, let's talk about the Candorans.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Right.
the color red black gold is the sort of standard historical
Mhm.
in real fail.
Right. Right. Yeah.
I'm
I'm outside of. Yeah.
Yes, so but you did the from the Great Candoran Civil War of 968.
Yeah.
You painted and you chose those colors. Why? Or how, really?
So the colors in my Candor free band are purple, green, and gold. Those are the primary colors. There are certain riffs off of those. There may be some bass tones in there that work well with those three colors, but I chose to utilize those three as the basis for all the miniatures. Honestly, those came from the Joker. Those are the Joker colors right there, right?
They are.
So I was like, you know what?
So you're a DC guy.
It's well, no, I'm more of a Marvel guy, but that color combination of those three together work really well together. And then the Joker, it's purple, green, and yellow. Those
Right,
are
sure, yeah.
So
Okay.
that's why I chose those. And they just kind of work, and they also kind of fit the pseudo Egyptian theme undead of the Candors. So
Yeah,
so it really worked well.
it does work well. They're beautiful.
Yeah,
they're
Thanks.
gorgeous.
Thanks.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So yeah. And your paint question. So as a competition painter and a professional paid painter,
That's definitely the viewpoint that I wanted you to come from.
yeah. So I have a certain method on the way I paint. I like to use thin coats, so I water down a lot of my paints to get to a skim milk consistency approximately. I use a wet palette. I test almost every manufacturer of paints out there. I also have a belief that you need to use the right tools and pay for the right tools. Don't be afraid of paying for your right tools to get the best results. The tools help support your ability, and your ability helps enhance those tools, right? So when it comes to paint, I find the paints that work well at a thinner mixture. And for me right now, Pro Acryl is the number one. You called it, but that doesn't mean I only use
So
Pro
my first
Acryl.
time,
Right.
or 50th time
Hearing this, yeah, I know. I also use Reaper's line of miniature paints. I find those work really well at a thinner mixture. It's the higher pigment based paints that work well at a thinner mixture. So you still have some pigment left over, and you can start working transparencies with the paint, and you slowly build that up. I also use some Vallejo, and I use some washes, and I also use oils. So oils are kind of a step outside of the normal miniature tabletop painting area. It's more used in competition, but using oils for washes will honestly set you free. Once you learn that technique, it sets you free.
I'm always
Yeah. So I mean, so that's
Right.
that's kind of where I
equal
come from.
species. Tear coming out of my eye.
Yeah.
I'm always good.
But if I'm using a line of paints, it's Pro Acryl. They're super silky. They work well right out of the pot. There's a lot of complaints of the applicator and getting it squeezed out. I get it. I understand. But from a pure paint standpoint, the pigmentation quality is off the hook, and I love it. I love it.
You know, the reason,
And they don't pay me either, by the way.
They don't.
This is free.
The reason that we have translated all of our Phalon colors on the website over to Pro Acryl is because Aaron uses them almost exclusively when he paints the models, and so we wanted those colors to be as close as possible.
Yeah.
And then for the ones that were before his time, we wanted to offer the Pro Acryl colors so that you could offer a steady.
And if you're not a person who uses those paints, you can go down to the hobby shop and find the one that is the approximation that you're looking for.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And but I have a question based on that. So okay, go ahead. Go. You
Just-
first.
just
You're the
one-
guest. You first.
Just one real quick comment.
Yeah, sure.
Use what works best for you.
Right, sure.
Ultimately,
I get
just
that.
use what.
And
I'm
the
not telling
paints
you.
are amazing.
Yeah.
My difficulty with them is entirely practical. They're beautiful paints. There's nothing wrong with that. I travel, and because of Hobby Streak, I got to
They're
paint
too
on the
big,
road,
yeah.
and they don't fit in the damn case. And I don't like the original applicator's bad, and when somebody makes me buy a adjuster to something, the third party item, right, to go fix the thing, I'm not. I get that right.
I just
Yeah.
deal with that applicator.
I know, I got it. And if if I were at Monument Hobbies, I'd have that line that comes out that's in a different container, and then all the people like me that are lying around there. I have some, about,
Absolutely.
That leads to my question though. I took a class once on painting models. You would know that from my lack of skill, but I took a class once.
I remember this.
And the instructor's a friend, and she did a really, really good job. And one of the things that she was doing was showing us how to take a set of paints, X. So you have to buy the whole wall and all the different, mixes you could make to get to all the other colors you didn't have. And
Yep.
for a long time, I was working off of that. And then there was this color, I want to say it's scale 75, boreal green. And it was like, first of all, green, I know I dress in black all the time, but green is my other favorite color. And there's this green is just gorgeous to me. And I'm like, I can't, this doesn't come in the set of paint she recommended, and I can't get to it. And that's what broke me. Now I'm going to buy the color I want.
Yeah.
And the manufacturer is going to be a little less important to me than,
Yeah.
whatever. And so what about, are you happy with Pro Acrylics giving you every color you need and you don't need to do anything else about it?
No, I mean
Mix?
they don't have the entire wanted line that Aaron would love to see in Pro Acryl.
Well, they're going to call you now.
I know, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron is a market
Yeah,
line.
no,
So I mean, you need to tell me what colors we're not doing.
Yeah.
like,
I'm just gonna
please.
roll this out here. One of the things on my want list, my wish list for OSS, is a Pro Acryl line of OSS pens.
Ooh.
So
And the correct.
so they're well. Oh no, that's non-metal gold. That's what they released. Yeah, OS. They probably have some pretty good options for it, like a green and a.
They have some great options. I just really like the idea of doing a
OSS,
crossover
dear
with-
listeners, is our upcoming game on Shadowed Streets, an urban fantasy game. Not doing it immediately, but it will be. And I like Matt's idea of having a line all to ourselves that matches the OSS palette. That'd be cool.
It's cool.
Okay.
just on my wish list.
Yeah, but anyway, you were saying.
So the reason why, I mean, I primarily use Pro Acryl, but I use Reaper. The flesh tones for Reaper.
Flesh tones. I was going to give me an example of color. You went to some other
So
manufacturer.
I use a 5-paint flesh tone for most Caucasian colored skin. It goes from a very dark to a light, and you can get almost any Caucasian flesh tone out of that range of 5. And they're all Reaper based paints. I do use a couple of Vallejos. I love their red leather from Vallejo.
Sure.
It's really great.
Yeah.
You'll see that on a lot of the miniatures. There are a lot of there's like a desert yellow and a dark sand that I use from Vallejo. So you're going to see me repeat a lot of the colors that I use on a day-to-day basis, just because I like them so much.
Sure.
So I mean,
Yeah,
but
sure.
if I like it, I will use it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, and it brings a tone to your models too.
Sure. Right.
So-
yeah.
I know when you guys are going through the Phalon stuff online and you see these paint colors, a lot of them are going to look the same. Well, yeah, it's bringing this complete picture of the faction to
Yeah.
the models.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Aaron has done a great job.
Aaron, you've done a great job.
Well, thanks, guys.
So when you're doing something outside of your professional painting, the stuff
Yes.
that we saddle you with, how do you choose a personal project?
How do I choose it? If it's a game I'm interested in playing, so Billion Suns, I love painting, the capital scale starship.
So my destroyers can blow them on.
Yeah,
Especially
we need to play that
We
again.
do need to play that again.
I love playing Saga, so getting.
What's the personal project you're working on right now?
So don't judge me too badly, but I
That you cannot ever
Yeah.
ask me to do that.
I
a thing.
dug out my old collection of Dogs of War Warhammer Fantasy.
Oh,
miniatures.
the badly named battalion.
Yes,
Battalion. Yeah. I know you're talking about.
So I brought those out of
Can
storage.
you play them in Old
Yeah,
World?
there is an online
course.
army list
course.
that some Joe put together,
Yeah.
and when I do play that game, I'll use that list
Nostalgia.
until it. Yeah. Oh man.
Have you played Square Base lately?
No.
I mean, Warhammer Old World.
No.
Those are
I-
beautiful
yeah.
games too.
Yeah.
I know. I love that.
Even
that
I,
entire
you know,
line
I'm
of those.
I'm a Warhammer Fantasy Survivor.
Yeah.
I remember killing those guys.
Yeah. And I look at the prices of those online right now, and it makes me want to cry.
Yeah.
You know, on a secondhand market right now,
Yeah.
I could probably send my kid to college for the cost
Yep.
of some of those.
Yep.
Do you have a whole bunch of unpainted stuff in your house?
Oh yeah, of those, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I collected it.
Send Black Helicopter.
Yeah. When I die, talk to my
Strike
wife.
Team 4 had errands when you die. Anyway. Could be soon you say.
Yeah, right, maybe.
Whose kids are going to college? My grandkids are going to college. Uncle Aaron helped him out.
Exactly that.
Posthumously.
That's all I'm good for. My miniatures.
So now I think, you know, we make light sometimes of earlier gaming choices like these. We've all played them all, you know, they're all awesome. And that nostalgia bit,
Oh man.
you know, it's a thing.
They're beautiful models.
You know, Brian painting his, you know, old world dwarves,
Yeah.
right? Stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I love seeing everything.
My Battlestar Galactica ships,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. It's a
I
thing.
think we've all done it. I
We've
mean,
all done it. Of course we have.
we spent way too much money when we were kids.
Isn't Ralph Partha
yesterday.
redoing? Somebody's got Ralph Partha's moles.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of it yesterday.
Yeah. Let's look into that. Back to Phelan. But we do need to look into that.
Yeah.
Be curious.
So, last question, Aaron.
Last
I think-
question.
Last. Oh
Aaron.
boy.
I know it's
Time.
it's a
18
hardest
innings.
question. No, it's not. It's maybe the most important question. Though. We have a person coming into the hobby, right? They found us at a convention. They played a demo with you at the table. They fell in love with the game. Maybe you, and they want to know how to go about selecting the models and putting paint on them. As a beginner, what advice would you offer them?
So in this day and age, there are so many great resources out there. The new painters today have such a big advantage over what I did as kids when John had hair.
At Valley Forge.
And way back when in 1776, when John was, young and spry.
Forge wasn't
I know.
Okay,
I
just
was
saying.
being,
Benefit
but
Missouri education.
watch those YouTube videos and practice.
Yeah.
Get paint to metal or resin or plastic and just practice and
Really
keep at it. Keep watching those videos over and over again. Learn those techniques. Find the ones that work best for you. There's a lot of great techniques out there. Dry brushing, I don't remember the name of all of them, but I'm using thin coats. There's a lot of different techniques out there.
Blending.
Two brush blending. You can do that with one brush if you're quick enough, and you're using the right paints.
No, I can't.
Right. Paint. The hardening between the brush.
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly.
Right.
Oils work great with two brush or one brush
blending
Yeah.
because they're not going to get
They're
dry out.
they don't dry out very
Look at that! I learned something here on Aaron's podcast.
Yeah, it's all mine. Just find the technique that works for you, practice it, keep going after it. Know that my first miniatures completely sucked. In fact, even in the mid 90s when I was getting back into the hobby after taking some time off for college and all that fun stuff, I was terrible. But I practiced it. I had a passion for it. I kept at it. I kept practicing. It's more than finding the techniques. It's also learning brush control skills. It's using the right brushes. I highly encourage everybody to spend a little money on real Kolinsky Sable brushes. I know they're a little more expensive. Learn how to take care of them. They will take care of you. If you buy one of those brushes,
Take care
it lasts me 3 to 5 years.
You're going to end up
one
saving
brush.
money in the long run
You will
because you're
save.
replacing the brush. Yeah.
Yes, you're never.
That's good advice.
Synthetic brushes curl. The tips curl so quick that they're almost not worth it.
They're not
Spinning.
supposed to do that.
God, no, they're not. Any brush that curls
You're gonna have a heart attack.
I know. Curl tips.
Think about all the paperwork we're gonna have to do with this.
Yeah, exactly that. Spend a little money on brushes. Learn how to take care of them, and practice and keep at it. Be passionate about what you do. Know that you're going to start off at a certain point, but eventually, a year, look back at where you started and look at the improvements you've made over that year if you're consistent with it. I can't remember it takes 5,000 hours to get proficiency and another 5,000 to be a master. So it takes time to really get good. I love my English there. Get good. Paint well.
I want to add something to that because I'll never get there. Right? Don't be afraid of plateauing.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. I'll never be as good a painter as him ever.
And I'll never be as good a painter as,
somebody.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, there's painters out there. European painters are just
because
amazing.
done is beautiful.
Done is beautiful.
Right. If you have a bunch of models on there and you just did it and overcame the fact, they don't look as good. Mine do not look as good as everybody's so-and-so's, Yeah. But I'm putting models on the table. Right. And they're my paint jobs.
Yeah.
And despite what he says on here, his models look great.
No, they don't.
They do.
And, from 5 feet away. Let's agree on
3
that.
foot good, man.
3 foot good. 3 foot. I have good friends in Iowa. 3 foot good.
Arm length away.
Yeah. Done is beautiful, but the advice was
Practice.
And use the resources that are available.
Yeah.
And buy the right tools. Invest in the right tools.
Yeah. Don't be afraid.
It's great advice.
Yeah, and I want to say that I've learned a ton from Aaron, because I was afraid to try a lot of these things that he's talking about at first. I came in and I was, like one coat, wash, dry brush, and that was my paint, regimen for.
God, if he was sitting in my paint room with me, he would absolutely. I'd make you die.
I don't judge. Everybody has their own techniques, and they do what's right for them. So I would never judge you.
I judge you.
I'll let the judging come from.
I'm the Ford Motor Company of paintings. Right?
It gets it done.
There's only one guy that got to do me number wise. Right? And he's getting better a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
So okay, that is awesome.
Aaron, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Fantastic advice, and definitely want those photos of your free bands so that we can put those up when we release the podcast.
I know I have the Candoran one somewhere, but
I know
he does.
They're on here
I know that he has probably some ones that I don't. So, all right. So the time has come where we wind down the podcast. Instead of the job board, which we've been doing for a few months, we are replacing it with John's unsolicited advice. So, John.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Right?
And
don't listen to Aaron.
Honestly, John was giving us his unsolicited advice anyways. We're just going to formalize.
Yeah, we're just finding a place to stop this point.
Right. So, John, what is your unsolicited advice?
Okay, so I'm going to riff off what I was talking about during Spike and Win, because Aaron has already covered the art part of the hobby as well as it's going to be covered. I mean, it's amazing. Yeah. So nothing I'm going to add to that. So I'll sit to the gaming part of the hobby, which I am better at than Aaron.
You're right.
Except every once in a while, that carrier just does me in. I swear to God.
Yeah.
And I love 18 Pit Fighter too.
Yeah.
So, or whatever the hell that was.
Yeah.
I
can't remember.
Killed me though. I was talking earlier about, Julie and I are about to go do some, Battle Lab stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When you've got your group of models together, you've written your list, your free band list, you're going into a game with a friend or a competition, throw just a couple pieces of terrain on the table and pick a scenario. There's 14 standard scenarios we use for competition.
A lot of scenarios.
Right. That's intimidating. I do that actually, by the way. I will take my list mentally through all 14.
I know.
Right?
I know.
But that's intimidating. It's a lot of time, and it's intimidating. Pick the one you are least comfortable with and look at how you think things are going to go down with your free band in that situation. I've got to get 3 loop markers off. I've got to go recon those 2 distant objectives. I've got to take these 3 trials. I've got to cover 5 objectives at once, whatever it is, right? Do you still feel the same way about your free band when you're actually thinking about, just pick one, And, oh, like, man, I'm always having trouble with looting spree, whatever it is. I don't care. Can't break something. Pick that one and kind of just sort of game it out in your head. If there's a gap,
Better
you
pay
know,
attention to it.
right?
Yep.
Because the one thing, your opponent's typically not going to do is line their models up so that you can address them leader on leader, 4 fighter heroes on 4 fighter heroes, followers on followers, 1-on-1, and roll the dice. That's flipping the coin.
Yep. Yep.
And so just try that one thing.
Give it a shot.
5 minutes, 10 minutes, good to go, and then go re-listen to Aaron and get better at painting.
Get good.
3 foot good.
All right, before we sign off, I'd like to thank Casey O'Donovan, our World of Phalon
Thank you,
Patreon
Casey.
subscriber, who supports DGS games and the Free Blades community at the World Builder level. For more information on the World of Phalon Patreon, please visit www.patreon.com/DGS games. Folks, thank you very much for joining us. As always, we really appreciate your time and we really appreciate your feedback. If you have anything you'd like to say, any comments, concerns,
Keep
complaints.
your damn self. Oh, no, wait. Put them on the text channel.
Yes, the Discord channel. Or keep them to yourself. Whichever one.
Or PM me, because that's what I want to do today.
It'd be great if you would change the rule this way.
I know, right?
Right.
Yeah. Did you ever think about?
Yeah.
I'll tell that story next time.
No.
No, I won't.
haven't.
No. Unsolicited advice.
Ah, there you go.
Unsolicited.
It is, right?
You don't get to say. Aaron, thank you for joining us.
Hey, my
Yep.
pleasure.
And
It's good to finally be on.
Yeah,
it
finally, right?
is,
Which is
right?
right.
and
Thanks to the Chief Information Officer of all of these
Yes.
games,
producer Fager. And thank you to my co-host John.
Lore Master Matt.
Until next time, we'll see you around the table.
Sil Sakava.